This ABC 15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Steve Irvin with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Some of the first healthcare workers being vaccinated for COVID-19 in Arizona.
For the first time this year, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
We need to slow the spread of this virus down so we can get back to some normalcy.
I've seen a lot of deaths, and this is just my way of showing support.
I'm getting vaccinated to protect my family, my daughter Adeline and my wife Christina.
I want to show everyone that it's safe, it's effective, and I look forward to getting this to help move us forward to normalcy.
Those are the doctors, firefighters, nurses, and other frontline workers getting the vaccine, setting the stage for the state's vaccine rollout. It will be some time, though, before it really makes a difference. Tonight, yet another record number of people in the hospital with COVID-19. Some health leaders now saying they're out of space, including at Valleywise Health, where they reached ICU capacity earlier this week. Action still needed to stop the spread of the virus. Governor Doug Ducey addressing COVID-19 just a couple of hours ago, saying nursing homes should start seeing the vaccine by the end of the month and announcing $15 million for the Department of Health Services. But the governor stopping short of any additional statewide mitigation efforts like shutdowns or a mask mandate, saying he didn't want to see more Arizonans losing their jobs right before the Christmas holiday. Now to Washington, where there is debate to get a new stimulus plan passed. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell saying they will not leave until they have a deal. Nothing official yet, but these appear to be the major components: unemployment aid, money for vaccine distribution in schools, and a second stimulus check for some Americans. The details on how much and who gets it still being worked out. Arizona getting more funding to help their students stay connected during the coronavirus pandemic. The university announcing they will be getting $2.3 million more in CARES Act funding from a new round of money coming from the U.S. Department of Education. It's earmarked for minority-serving institutions. The university says some of that money will also be used to bring back student jobs that were cut during the pandemic. Phoenix City Council approving a contract extension for a police computer programming contractor. That contractor had years to prepare Phoenix to send more detailed information about murder, rape, and other serious crime to the FBI. The FBI is transitioning to a new system called NIBRS. It has announced it will refuse to take data from any agency that's not NIBRS ready by January 1st. As ABC15 previously reported, Phoenix police will miss that deadline based on the 5-month contract extension. The city may be months behind, and this does affect transparency about crime rates in Phoenix, especially when you compare to the rest of the nation, at a time when we are also seeing murder numbers rise. A few of the local stories we're continuing to follow. At least 10 people without a place to stay after an apartment fire, which tore through the first-floor unit at a complex near 35th Avenue in West Dunlap. Phoenix and Glendale fire departments able to get a handle on the flames, helping to evacuate all the residents. Unfortunately, 2 dogs died in that unit where the fire started. The National Park Service confirming 23-year-old Jaquan Carter from Phoenix died after falling about 80 feet from a hiking trail at the Grand Canyon on Tuesday morning. And they say they are investigating what led to that fall alongside the Coconino Medical Examiner's office. And new tonight, the Border Patrol releasing information about arrests made along the Arizona-Mexico border last month. They say 175 people were charged for illegally re-entering the U.S. Of those, 30 had violent crime convictions and 60 had drug convictions. Of all of the arrests, 64 have been deported 3 or more times. Drive hammered, get nailed. You've heard the saying, but Arizona law enforcement making sure you remember it. Phoenix police just awarding $100,000 for alcohol and drug-impaired driving enforcement and training. They're upping prevention and education efforts all month long to keep people safe over the holidays.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We had a sunny day across Arizona, but the clouds will roll in tomorrow ahead of our next storm, which will reinforce the cool air we already have and produce some gusty conditions in northern Arizona. But the rest of the state just looking quiet for the majority of the day tomorrow. But then those temperatures rebound this weekend with highs in the 70s beginning as early as Sunday as a ridge of high pressure begins to build to our west. So tonight it will still be cold up in the high country with lows in the teens and 20s from Flagstaff to Heber and Shola, with 40s and a few spots in the 30s across the lower deserts. Either way, it'll be more mild than it was over the past few days. Highs tomorrow a little bit warmer in a few spots, but not by much. We're going to remain in the mid-60s and even lower 70s down south with 40s and 50s to the north. And that planner showing those temperatures starting off in the 40s in the morning, 60s by midday, and those highs remaining in the mid-60s even with more cloud cover. But as I mentioned, a nice warm weekend ahead with highs in the 70s by Sunday, and then we cool down just in time for Christmas late next week.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC 15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.